So anyway, so as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for ways of improving myself. So anyway, so I'm just actually just enjoying myself, and I'm enjoying myself as a nice and beautiful way of life over here. I'm learning that nice and beautiful aspect of life where I'm doing a great job. But as I do a great job, I'm looking for a nice and beautiful feeling. So that feeling is how I feel now, and I'm learning that nice and beautiful way. So I need to enjoy. I need to enjoy it anyway. So see, don't be shy about yesterday. I see anyway. So I see anyway. So if I do something, I realize every single day I'm learning that nice and beautiful feeling of being better than yesterday. And that's it now. Focus on helping myself to deliver that feeling of life. Everybody's in self-isolation now. Everybody has to be in self-isolation, otherwise they never fall in the Ten Commandments of God. So definitely that the coronavirus period is the Ten Commandments of God. And you must understand that the coronavirus pandemic is showing people the way to the Ten Commandments of God. And that's what it is. I promise you, the coronavirus period is the best shift in momentum for the world that we live. And it's going uphill, and it's forcing people into self-isolation. And because that is the case, I understand that people are more likely to follow the Ten Commandments of God now. They're more likely to follow the Ten Commandments of God because the shift is inward and never outward. I mean, it's forcing yourself into self-isolation. And that's it, you must understand. So, because that self-isolation technique has to stay here, and now I see the coronavirus pandemic has to be a permanent kind of thing. But does it have to be a permanent thing? Actually, if it's a permanent thing, I understand something. I promise you that if it's a permanent thing, actually it teaches people much more of the Ten Commandments of God, and there's far less crime and far less, let's say, breaking of the rules happening when the coronavirus pandemic is happening. So I'm learning something very quickly. Yeah? I'm learning that nice and beautiful way. I see it's more how you feel. I see it's more how you need to love your life, yeah? And you have to love your life differently, so just enjoy your life. I mean, learn how to actually love your life differently, so if you see straight away how you need to go and grow yourself, yeah? So everybody's different. I see it's more how you have to grow yourself anyway. So I can make music now, and guess what, I promise you it's more how I feel. It's much more how I feel. So let's make some music now. I see now is the time to make music, but what I want to do is, where do I want to make music? I say right here. So right here I want to make music, and I want to actually show myself now that I can make music, making it all nice and beautiful. So what I'm doing now is I help myself to deliver content while making music happen. And what I want to do is enjoy myself while testing the sound equipment. So I want to test the sounds, and I want to do something I've never done before in my music era. So let's have a look at what I can do. So when I open my nice and beautiful FL Studio, I have education here. So what I want to do is make a melody. I want to make the melody, and I want to make it a techno trance energy mix. So what I need to do is just keep going, and what I want to do is open up, let's say, massive. Open up massive. But hold on, open up FL keys. And now I have to open up FL keys anyway. And I have to do a piano roll. And now I understand something. That once I do a piano roll, I put on 137 BPM. And I have to show myself a nice and beautiful melody. So what kind of melody do I want? So I'll put some chords in. Put some chords in over here. Put some chords. Put some chords, and I focus on helping myself to see life. I see now, if I'm making chords, I'm making techno tracks. So a techno track is what? I mean, just go and make the kick. I'm going to make the kick with it and make a big room kick. I can make a big kick over here. See now, that's a nice and beautiful kick right here. And what I need to do is put a bass drum on it. And I'm learning very quickly how to just make energy music from a nice and beautiful kick. So I'm learning how to just go and really help myself to see that it's much more how I feel. See, it's more how I feel. That I have to put some spacious feel into it. And what I want to do is I want to make a little sound. Into it. And that sound has to be a nice and beautiful sound over here, where it has to be like one of those massive type feels of techno music that people want to listen to. See, so it's more how I feel. So let's have a look. I'm looking to help myself to love life. And I'm looking to help myself to just have a nice and beautiful fruity kick into it. And I have to copy and paste my nice and beautiful way of life over here. So as I really grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better kick. I'm looking for better ways of dealing with life. So this is how I have to do it. I have to do it much greater. And see now that, I mean, that's like one of those kicks that people want to listen to. I see now every single time I'm looking for a better way of interest. I realize it's much more how I feel. So I see it's much more how I feel. So no matter what I feel, that people have to listen to the melody over here. So reverb 2. See, so I'm looking to I'm looking to help myself to succeed differently, and I'm helping myself to find that nice and beautiful techno sound that I need. I'm looking to find the different sounds. So I'm just playing with sounds over here. I just want to play with sounds. Let's see, so what kind of sound can I make? See the click? See, that's a nice and beautiful sound right here. I like that. So what I want to do is I want to record it. So let's have a look. I'll record that sound. So I want to record sound effects. So you can record sound effects and just test different equipment out. See, it's all different, and I can record this sound over here, and what you can do is you can make up a music track very easily, and you can also just make sure that you're just growing yourself differently, yeah? I'll make sure anyway that what I'm doing now is I'm just growing myself differently, so I'm looking for better ways of improving myself, yeah? I'm looking to help myself to find these nice and beautiful I'm looking for different areas of life, so that's enough for this over here. I'm not saying that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to just record this one. I'm looking to record my sounds over here. I'm looking for a better sound, and as I really record sounds over here, I'm looking for a different sound effect. I see if you record 100 sound effects, then you have a music track that you want to play. So for example, with my musical sound piece, I can start off. So it starts off like that, and then see, it's more how it is. See, if you really record yourself doing everything that you want to do, that you're learning very quickly about life, and learning the different architecture of life over here. I'm learning something different. So as I'm learning something different, I'm learning different patterns, I'm learning different structures. I'm learning different structures of different sentences and different ways of being and doing something. So as I really record something out of my life, I'm learning to just have everything I ever need inside of my programs. And that's what you guys need to do. And you guys need to teach yourselves how to grow your life. But if you can grow your life, then understand straight away how it feels to actually have your nice and beautiful life much better. and deserve it, and you deserve everything that you need. So it's much more how I feel. That straight away, if I'm really I realize if I'm really growing for something, I'm really enjoying my life. I'm enjoying life differently, but life is what you make of it. I mean, you guys must understand straight away how I feel. So no matter what, I realize no matter what I do, I'm looking to just help myself to explain something. I'm looking to explain something that helps me move forward, and it's much more how I feel. I need to go and grow myself differently, and as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to improve. And as I grow myself to improve myself, I'm looking to cut up sounds. I cut up the sounds together. I'm looking for a better image of life differently. I'm looking for a better way of life. I'm looking for different scenarios or interests. I'm looking for something. Looking for something different. I'm looking to help myself to succeed differently, so it's more how I feel. So anyway, so if you're growing yourself, that you realize it's more help yourself to help yourself to find different answers in life and create space in your music, and you'll find a different way of life differently, and that way you're learning very quickly about life itself. So I'm just looking to manifest something out of life where I'm using all these nice and beautiful percussions, and I'm looking to help myself to see how to just make something out of nothing. See, it's much more how it is, isn't it? See, it's more how I feel. And how I feel is different, so what I want to do is help myself to see exactly now what to do. I see that no matter what, I see my rhythms and all that. I see now, no matter what I do, I feel like understanding something over here. But it's more how I feel. Now I need to make a melody, so I have to go to FL keys. I have to make a melody. So my melody is going to be going for the whole track, so for 3 minutes. I have to do something to make a melody, so I have to learn how to do melodies. So as I do my melodies, I'm learning different sequences, I'm learning something new. I'm learning how to enjoy. So you guys have to stay curious about life in order for your life to be growing up. So stay curious and stay much more, let's say, curious about life, which is interested about life, so you can grow, so you can understand to stay curious for yourself to do better. I'm not saying that no matter what they have to learn something around here. I'm not saying that no matter what that you just stay curious so you can be much more ahead of life for yourself. I see about the nice and beautiful omnisphere. I just let it be for now. On a clock, I want to be able to master my music the way I can do it right now, and I have to learn some melodies. So where can I learn some melodies so I can understand straight away? I can learn the melodies and I can understand straight away that I have to learn much more about everything. So I'm doing greater. I see, guys, so no matter what, I feel that no matter what, that as I go throughout life, that you guys have to throw in more money into your business to be able to hold a great legacy, in terms of to hold a greater legacy for yourself. So what I'm doing now is I'm just giving money to Nicky Romero to actually be in his master course, so I can go and really check it out, and so I can actually give him some money so I can go and actually do better for myself at least, so I can understand straight away how I need to go and do a greater screening and a greater way of life for myself. So what I want to do is help myself to educate myself around music and around stuff. So what I need to do, I need to throw more money into people to make sure that I give people more money to get more knowledge out of those people, so that I can have a better business technique for myself. So what I'm understanding straight away now is I'm understanding that after my Nicky Romero type of way of life, I'm understanding that no matter what, that it's much more worthy that all the money I have goes into music or into knowledge for myself to grow in those fields. And that way I'm understanding straight away that as I grow in those fields, I'm learning something around music production, and I'm learning how Deadmau5 and Armin Buren's way of mastery class really did help me in multiple areas about how I'm really structuring everything and how good I am in comparison. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that I can really do something nice and beautiful for myself, because I can learn something of interest from people who are already really, let's say, successful at what they're doing. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for a better way to deal with my life. So what I want to do is I want to teach a course of mastery, and I want to be able to charge people as well for that course. And I understand that I'm giving everything for free. So no matter what I do, that if I go and make another course and put all of this package in a nice and beautiful package of deals that people can get in one course, where I can just go and throw it up on the internet somewhere and then just charge people for that, then guess what? I promise you, it's much more how I feel that I actually get the money for it. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly the best information, and everything I sum up into just 1 hour package deal or 2 hours or 3 hours of live coaching. And people want to get that, because even though I have so much information, they need this information, prosperity, and they need prosperity in this information especially. So if I just go in the freeway and I never need to charge them in the freeway, I'm understanding straight away that I can go and really love my life anyway. But I'm learning very quickly about how my life is going. And now since my life is going this way, I'm understanding straight away that I can become somebody still. I can still become somebody in the field of music production and my life coaching. But I ask Jesus Christ what to do. I said Jesus Christ says, keep going. I mean, there's still a chance. Still a chance I can learn how to prosper right now, and I can learn how to become somebody famous around town. But I understand how all of the money that you have needs to go back into your business. You have to advertise your business. You have to promote your business much more. When you have to throw all the money you have back into music, or back into your life coaching, or back into books, or back into knowledge, to make yourself stronger and more powerful. I promise you. And either way, I'm learning very quickly about that. So I'm understanding straight away how I feel. So what I want to do now is, I'm understanding that I choose Christ. Shall I go with Nicky Romero or shall I go with Serum? Jesus Christ says go with Nicky Romero. I give him some money. I give him some money so that he can help my life to succeed in music production, because I want to create some better music. I want to create better music for myself. So the best investment is going and doing a very greater job. So no matter what I do, if I go making the 9 to 5 work for my life, then what I can do in the 9 to 5 jobs is I can make money to throw it back into my business with knowledge, and I can study much greater this way to learn to have success in front of people. So I'm understanding that other people have done it before me, and I'm understanding straight away how I feel about the situation. So no matter what, I need to learn something quickly, because I have time. I have 30 years of music production, and I want to be able to go and fight myself into greatness, to go deal with life much greater. And it's for my education. And I put it into Nicky Romero because he's going to teach me something around life in terms of music production. So let me see the card number. And I have to give him a card number over here. I have to give him the card number. Say cancel please for now. And say yes, send it to my gmail.com please. See, card number is 52. I give him my card number, and I just go and invest. I just have to invest my money into I have to invest my money into my music, because I have to give money for vocals. I mean, I can imagine how much vocals I can do, and I can imagine how much more I can create, making free tracks for myself, and music production and all this. But I see straight away something. I straight away see that I have to go and grow myself and I have to do it for free. So I'd rather go and do it. I'd rather do it. I'd rather give him what he's worth. And that way I'm understanding straight away how I feel. So I complete the purchase. And it's never a purchase, I realize it's an investment. And I'm learning very quickly about life. And say, I see my order is complete. I see now what I want to do is go into my master track over here. So I'm understanding that I want to watch the trailer so I can do better. I see. Anyway guys, so I'm learning from Nicky Romero how to make music. But the thing is, I've done a nice and beautiful track with Leo Bar, and guess what? I understand that's more of a pop rock track. It's more of a pop rock track, but it still counts for me. And it still counts. It's a music production. And now, I like to make music that's also different. And the thing is, I need to stick with that. I need to stick with that type of music. So what I need to do is see that life is coming at me from all sides and saying, hey, go work to make music. So no matter what, it's more how I need to work the 9-to-5 job to make my passion a full-time career. But make sure you understand straight away that it's more like that. And the thing is about 9-to-5 job, that I understand something, that I can never live on the allowance all my life, and I have to go and make more music regardless. So what I do is, for now, I see something happening. I realize if I make another music track like Leo Bar, I promise you I'll win straight away. And it's more how I need to find an orchestration over here to make that music track different and make an album of that music. And it's all the money you pour in, because other people do the nice and beautiful symphony for you, and then that's the way you have to go. I mean, just that way. But that leaves me broke in other ways, which means get the 9-to-5 job and go 9-to-5 job way right away. But why do you have to go 9-to-5 job way? I mean, you understand? I mean, listen to me. I mean, I've been trying to make electronic music, and I'm succeeding at it. And it's for free. But don't you want to create little bar music as well? I said, yeah, I do, because it's more humanizing the music track. And I mean, it's more about humanizing it, isn't it? Or you have to humanize that track. I said, so what can I do right now to make sure I can make a club mix of energy mix around Lil Bar with humanistic returns is something new that I have to do, and it's more a new way to make music. So I'm making sure, yes, that Nicky Romero is definitely showing me humanize your music as much as you can, and you'll be a music producer just like that. I love it. Once you understand how to do that, so all I do is I make people play my music, and I produce it, and that's it. Actually, that's the music that's the music production of pop rock music, which is pop rock indie music. I can create that, but who's going to listen to it? Literally, I'm the only one that's going to listen to it. Actually, now, guess what? I'll create 10 tracks, put it into my album. I put it into an album, and just put it all as that kind of music track album for the rest of my life. But the thing is, that's a thing. I understand something now. I understand that's pop rock music, and that never makes me famous, does it? Actually, no. Actually, guess what? Actually, there's a big difference now. I'm understanding something now. That with electronic music, it's more about writing melodies, and Nicky Romero has the vouching of that. So he is able to have a synthesizer and play his notes and humanize he's able to humanize his type of way of playing music. But Avicii is able to also hit the piano, and he's able to do something around piano as well. And it's more how he writes it on the thing, as Nicky Romero said. I mean, you must understand straight away, I can be the one that also writes it down as well into the piano roll. And it works out for me. But I have to go back and look at my notes. I have to go and see my notes. And now, for me, it's more about humanize the music track and get vocals anyway. And I have to pour more money into it. And if you never pour more money into it, then you never get success. I mean, do you understand? Or that's how it is. So the best way for me to make more money, and more of what I need to do, is to put more money into my music and make chorus music. I mean, do you understand? I mean, it's more different, but look in the long aspect of 1 hour mixes that I'm trying to do. I've been trying to do 1 hour mixes of music, radio shows. Actually, that's something different. But it's working out, isn't it? Actually, yeah. Actually, it's working out for me. Actually, now, what do I need to do there? Actually, I have to get myself new synths, new package deals. And now I'm understanding straight away I can use splice sounds. And it's more money. And you have to pour money into it. And the more money you put into your music, the more successful you are. Don't you? So what I need to do now is succeed differently, and I need to make sure that I'm learning very quickly about understanding something. I can make one track now. I can make one track, and I can give people money to play my music. So no matter what, I make a melody, I make one melody, I send it off to somebody, and get somebody to sing over it. And that's it. It's more how it is. And it becomes an instant hit. It's an instant hit of music. So I'm learning something different from Nicky Romero. Is giving me some ideas, and he's stimulating my mindset in other ways. So if you give money to have knowledge from other people, then they're going to stimulate your mindset to give you ideas about something else that you never thought of before. And they give you ideas as well, but they also stimulate your mindset to have other ideas that you never thought of before. So I'm understanding that I'm successful in my music career. I'm successful, but I came a long way since my version of Leo Bar music, and I understand straight away I want to listen to it. I want to listen to Leo Bar music. want to listen to how I've done it. So let's have a look. So it's more how I need to grow myself differently. And as I grow myself differently, I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life. See a little bar. See guys, so I'm just learning over here that you have to go and grow yourself differently. But the thing is, every single time you have to learn something for nothing, and you have to understand that people are going to give you money when you practice. So Mega Drive is a moment of silence where I understand straight away to put all my music content and everything I have in Mega Drive, and just keep putting my Mega Drive and Mega Drive and Mega Drive, and put some stuff on YouTube here and there. And then eventually I have this nice and beautiful album, and let it be that way. And then eventually I can pull up and I can sum up a beautiful package for me, and I can put everything into freedom, and I can put everything for free and go my way. And I'm learning something along the way while also working and having a greater time for myself, yeah? So no matter what I'm doing, is I'm life coaching. And I'm a better life coach than I am a music producer. But am I really? No. I can do music production and life coaching at the same quality. At the same quality, I can do it because my life coaching says so. And my music said so as well. I promise you all that every single day I'm learning something different. I'm learning that my life coaching is so much better than my music production. I promise you it's equal. I promise you the equalness lives life. So no matter what, if you understand straight away that I'm learning from Nicky Romero over here how to do music production, but there's so much that goes into music production. And there's so much that goes into it. And you have to get all the synths. And you have to get all the technology. And then you have to learn the technology. And then you have to watch other people do their thing. And then you have to watch other people who are more successful than you. And you have to watch their success. And you have to watch them and how much more successful they are than you. And then you have to go alone and do your music by what you've learnt from the successful people. And then you have to go giving more money of your own money to make more of your music. And then you have to advertise your music. And then you have to go market your music to other people. And then from that point, you have to go to festivals playing your music alone. And you have to call up people alone to do much more music production with them. And so you can do music production with them. And then you have to create more music in the process. And you have to create new music with new people and give more money while also working a 9-to-5 job just to give money for music so that you can have a music career. Do you understand? Honestly, that's why I'm saying there's so much that goes into music. And it's all the knowledge of the music too. So that you can give people for free to listen to your music. But what are you building along the way? You're building wisdom of knowledge around music. And that's it. All you're really doing is you're living the lifestyle of a music producer. Aren't you? You're living the lifestyle of a life coach or music producer. In a sense, so no matter what, I'm living a lifestyle like a life coach. But like a life coach, I work for free. I work for free for all my life. I have something to do. As a life coach, I can life coach you whatever I want in life. I can life coach you whatever it is. I can teach you. I can teach you whatever it is. I have it. I have it now. I can teach you what Jesus Christ can teach you. Like a life coach, I'm very successful like a life coach. But music producer, I can teach you only so much. So do I have more wisdom in life coaching, or do I have more wisdom? Do I have more wisdom than life coaching in music production or life coaching? Personally, I have more wisdom in life coaching than I do in music production. I promise you. Although the final product is equal. The final product is equal in everything. I understand that. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly how to give some money just to understand something. You have to give money to understand something. You understand? First you have to. Because if you never give money of your money to other people to understand something about them and their success, then you never ever gain their success. They give you the ideas, and their success is their ideas about what it is you want around life. In a sense, so you have to stay a student. You have to be a student of life. That's what I've learned. I've put 7 years into drugs. I've put so much time into drugs and doing nothing, and wasting time into drugs and being a drug addict. I was a drug addict. I was putting time into nothing. And I was losing my life. Guys. I was smoking cigarettes like it's okay to smoke. It's never okay to smoke. It's never okay to smoke cigarettes. For sure that I'm learning very quickly now what I need to do. I was never ready for a girlfriend in my life. Or am I ready for a girlfriend now? For sure, no. I'm never even ready for a girlfriend at 29 years of age. For sure, I'm gaining the time back. I'm gaining that time back now that I lost before. Now, what do I need to do now? I have to focus on my music production. I have to focus on my life coaching. I have to focus on having more time for myself. I have to suck out the life from nobody in life. And I have to go and grab my time and success and go my way. Because nobody's going to stop me. I promise you. Nobody's stopping me for nothing. I promise you that I'm understanding something. I'm very successful. And now, YouTube and everything in terms of my success is working out for me. Because I can speak more words, can't I? I can, of course. So no matter what, I'm learning very quickly the art of persuasion and the art of helping myself to deliver information. But I'm a vegan too. I eat vegan food. I'm successful, at least. So I'm understanding straight away that I'm learning very quickly by absorbing content. I want to absorb all this nice and beautiful content from Nicky Romero tonight. And then let it be that way. I want to absorb the content and I want to speak over it and I want to see what to do. But it's more how I understand straight away what's ahead of me and how to get ahead of it by planning in audio programs, how to do all that. And slowly, time shall pass and 20 years will go by. And eventually I'm 59 years of age. I'm ready to step into festivals. But I'm finally doing it, at least. I understand other people are successful more than me. But no worries. I promise you, I understand that. Right now, I have more people that are successful more than me in some areas of life. You understand? I promise you, I have more success or more knowledge in some area of life more than me. I promise you. You understand that? I promise you, everybody lives a different story. I promise you, they have more knowledge than me in their story. I promise you, and that's the story I'm talking about. You understand? So no matter what, everybody is more successful than you at something. And that's their own story. And you must understand that. I'm the most successful person alive today about Danny Milivojevich's life story. I promise you, there's nobody else more than successful than me about my life story. And you can never tell me how my life is in life. I promise you, I can tell you exactly how my life is. In a sense, so everybody's successful to the point of their story. And that's it. And now, I'm a life coach. I have so much success and honor and integrity about what I've learnt in life. I'm very successful in the game of life. Yes, I understand music producers are very successful and more successful than me in some areas of life, in music production. But guess what? I can create just as good music by putting in just as much money as they do in music, and no worries. I can make music. I understand Avicii and IO can see me. I can make music. I can make beautiful music. I make some techno music, there's no worries. I make something for nothing. I feel Avicii's spirit over here, I feel IO as well. I feel no matter what, I'm learning very nice and beautiful lifestyles. I have Zig Ziglar, I have my Barky Ellis, I have everybody. In a sense, so no matter what I do now, is my life is talking it out. I have to talk it out now. And I have to really, really now penetrate myself to be alone much more and to be silent right now much more. And silent is so successful. I promise you, if you're so silent about something, then you're so successful at something. I mean, understand? I mean, silence is the way and the key to your life. So if you have silence in one aspect of your life somewhere, where nobody understands you other than the silence, I promise you, go for the silence, because that's a success. And that's a successful path. So I'll show you one way. I promise you, I am somebody who's receiving I'm receiving money from the government. But I have to go and contact them to get me a job. But I never do so. I never go to contact them to get me a job, because they are unaware that I'm receiving money from them, and they are unaware of it. And I'm so silent about it because I can go for the next 6 years receiving this money from the government, and nobody's going to chase me up about the money that I'm receiving from the government, because they force you to go and, let's say, work the 9 to 5. So if I call them, then they're going to force me in the 9 to 5, but I never want to call them. So the silence in between the gaps is never call them and just receive the government's allowance for the next 6 years for free. I get government allowance for free for the next 6 years. And just be silent about it. I mean, they're saying, and that's a silent road, yeah? So I'm talking about the silence. So for the next 6 years, I'm already free. But I'm grabbing back my freedom. I'm grabbing my freedom over here, because they want to steal my freedom. I'm quiet about it. I'm quiet because I'm never telling anybody about this, because nobody else knows about this. Actually, nobody knows what I'm doing exactly. In that sense, so no matter what I do, I realize every single day I have a feeling that you understand that anybody around me never really knows exactly what I'm doing, ever. And guess what? I'm exactly showing you every single day what I'm doing exactly. I'm always never hiding. I'm never hiding my story. You understand? I'm showing you every single day what I'm doing. And I'm posting it all on my Mega Drive. So no matter what, I feel that no matter what, that yes, other people have more knowledge than you in something. But that's why you give them money, to have a piece of their story. And it's a piece of their story. So their story is their wisdom. I mean, give them money for a piece of their wisdom about their life and experiences, so that you can learn something, because maybe their book never gives you an idea in terms of their ideas. Probably their books and their ideas may never give you an idea, but it may stimulate your ideas. So let's say, for example, you give Kevin Hart $100 to be on his show. Probably he may give you some ideas about the show, but maybe he never gives you an idea about his show. But maybe you understand this, that from the show you extract and you stimulate your own mindset through what's happening, and then you learn something yourself from what's happening. And that's what's happening for me. So when I give money toward books and toward people, they give me ideas, but it also stimulates my mindset to think for myself, to have something done for myself. So my business strategy is working, and my business strategy is all compact in one Mega Drive. And then my business is growing this way. So I'm growing my business really quickly. So there's no need to lose over here. But there's no need to go have a cigarette, and there's no need to go do drugs. I never need drugs, I never need cigarettes. I'm talking positively, and that's what's amazing about my life. And I have to be happier about this situation, because I understand what can happen in the future. But I have to get to a point where I never have to go work a 9 to 5 job. I understand? So in the next 7 years, especially, I have to make my freedom. I have to make my freedom in the next 7 years. I mean, listen to me, I have a lot of time left. I mean, that's a lot of time for me to make something work out for myself over here. So what do I need to do in the next 7 years? I have to make sure in the next 7 years, I put in my music schedule, I put in the time for music, I put in the time for what I can do with life coaching, and just go and do what I can. I need to coach myself. I need to go and be curious about something. I understand? So no matter what, that in my 30s, I promise you definitely, I'm a millionaire already. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire right now. But the thing is, I need to go and coach myself more strategies and more art forms. I need to find out much more about what's going on. So I need to stick to economics with George Gammon, because I need to watch his videos, at least. I mean, watch all his videos, because he teaches you about economics. And economics has everything to do with life. Promise you. I love economics. I love economics because it's all about money and stock market and trading, and also real estate. I mean, in a sense, it's all about business in that area. And it's all about how banks and corporate and political stuff and scenarios are using money and stuff like that. So no matter what, it's more how I feel, that I need to go and grow myself. So every single day I'm learning how I'm enjoying myself, yeah? So I'm more into economics these days as well. I love economics. But you have to understand that I never found myself in an economic style before. I mean, now I can actually do economics. I can actually study economics, but I have a life coaching degree. I have a life coaching degree, I promise you. And my life coaching degree is excellent, but I need to do much better. And now my life is much better than yesterday, but I feel I have time to succeed. I ask Jesus Christ, how much time do I have to succeed? I mean, Jesus Christ says 71 years and more. I have time to succeed, yeah? I have time, man. I mean, guess what? I mean, I hope at 100 years of age I can open up my laptop and still be doing music production. I hope so. But no matter what, I realize something now. I realize it's much more of a business, isn't it? And the reason people have popularity in what they do is because of the wisdom they have. So what you need to do is you need to watch their channel. You need to watch what they're doing. I mean, you understand? If you want to get popularity online, then you have to watch what they're doing. And you have to watch people. So you have to understand straight away, I have to go watch these people over here. I have to be more into life itself. And I'm learning something as well. I'm learning how I have a beautiful way of life in my life. I realize anyway, so let's have a look at this Instagram stuff. I mean, listen to me anyway. I'm looking for a better way of dealing with life. I'm learning how to grow myself, but I understand that no matter what, the people are never investing in me because they never find me attractive. So no worries. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for your help, sir and women and ladies out there. I promise you, no worries. I promise you, if you never find me successful, I mean, you never have to find me successful. I mean, in a sense, I'm learning very quickly about what people are doing in terms of photos. So Tony Robbins has something download now. See, he's giving something for free. I see Will Sparks here in the gym. I see it's much more how it is, yeah? And I feel that no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about understanding that Will Sparks uses Ableton. And he's showing his life story, and he's showing videos of himself going places and stuff, and how people are watching him at different areas of life and how he's actually doing life. I see that's amazing. I see it's more how it is, and you have to understand straight away how it feels. I see it's more how it is, so no matter what, I feel that I'm learning very quickly about life. But as I learn, I'm learning very quickly about understanding that I need to go and do videos of myself. And I need to go and categorize myself as a life coach and never just a model online. And I understand straight away how I'm learning very quickly about that. And I'm learning very quickly about doing so. And I'm learning how to understand straight away how life is, yeah? I'm learning how to extract my life over here. I'm learning to understand straight away how my business is growing and I'm important. And I'm learning very quickly about life. I'm learning how to invest more money into my business. So, because I'm living like I'm broke, I'm understanding that no matter what, I'm never broke, because I can never be broke in the knowledge I give. So I'm understanding that I have to give money to go places, to visit places, and to understand something about life. But I'm understanding straight away how people are doing videos and stuff like that. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning how to be more successful, and I'm learning how to go and become the best version of myself. But how do you strike up more success? I mean, have more plastic money. I mean, have more plastic money in your life, Roshi, and you have more success, Roshi, because you can use that plastic money to your advantage. I see how women get together and they just go for a nice and beautiful life somewhere, but you must understand, no matter what, that you go and do greater, always, differently, yeah? And you must understand straight away how it feels to be alone. I feel alone in life, but you must understand that you have to go and grow up, and you have to dwell upon your life much more successfully. And no matter what I'm doing, I'm learning, I'm coaching myself. Successful attempts. I see Nicky Romero today was doing something. See, it's much more how I feel. I feel everything is nice and beautiful for myself over here. So what I need to do is help myself to develop my life, yeah? I see Armin Burns' radio show is nice and beautiful, isn't it? But actually it's more how I feel. And you must understand that you have to be someone in the field of category of your life who's actually understanding something about your life, yeah? And I'm feeling something over here. I'm watching out for what's happening. So I'm learning quickly, yeah? I'm learning how they're chucking a baby over the thing. I'm learning much more. So I'm learning how I'm just seeing something, so it's much more how you guys need to grow yourself, yeah? So no matter what, I'm looking to see exactly what's happening. So I need to structure my life as a life coach as well. And I'm following guys and I'm following people and I'm looking at how people are successful at different attempts and different ways. They're successful in different endeavors. But I'm looking to be alone more, because the more alone I become, the more successful I become. I mean, in a sense, no matter what, I'm looking to become successful in what I am doing. So it's more how I feel. So it's more how it is, yeah? I see Steve Aoki's going at it. See, it's more how I feel, yeah? And you have to appreciate yourself and you have to do something to help yourself to succeed differently, yeah? And I'm feeling my way through darkness and I'm guided by the beating heart. I can tell where the journey will end and I know how to start. I'm never afraid, man. I'm learning how to just tangle with everything that's actually happening for me. I see Kevin Hart's having wine on his show. See, it's more how I feel. See, it's more how I need to go and grow myself differently, yeah? I see how Kevin Hart's promoting his show, Heart to Heart. See Tiesto. See, it's more how I see Nicky Romero is sponsoring his masterclass, which I'm watching right now. I'm watching his masterclass now. And I'm learning how to give money, yeah? And that's how you go and live life to the best of your ability. I mean, you have to give money and you have to understand straight away how to coach people. So no matter what I do, I'm learning very quickly about life. See, it's much more how I feel, yeah? It's more how you need to go and grow yourself differently. And as you grow yourself, then you have to interact with people online and you have to learn how to interact with people online. So for myself, I have to ask people yes and no questions. And I have to see exactly how to do that for myself. So no matter what, I'm learning how to just do that for myself as well. And I'm learning that now's the time to just interact with people online and look for ways to interact with people. I said look for ways to interact with people in your story in terms of your story with people and put it all on Mega Drive, in terms of Mega Drive, your videos and stuff like that. And that's how you have to understand straight away how you need to grow, yeah? And that way you're learning.